Hello friends, welcome to video lecture on kinematics of machinery. In the today's session, we'll learn the introduction to approximate straight line generating mechanisms. Under this, we'll cover Watt's, grasshoppers, and T-Chebyshev mechanisms. So let us start with the Watt's straight line mechanism. So this mechanism is simple, okay, and originally used by the James Watt for guiding the motion of piston of its steam engine to have approximate straight line motion. So it has four links such as OA, then OB, BC, and CO, that is the fixed one. The link CO is fixed, the link AO can oscillate about the center O, whereas the link BC can oscillate about the center C as shown in this figure. Okay, so this will more clear to you with the help of this animation shown here. Okay, so let us assume that here is the link CD. Okay, middle portion is nothing but here AB, and this one, this indicate here BC. Okay, so whenever the input motion given for this link AD or this one BC, this start oscillate about this point, center point, as well as this thing start oscillate about this point. Okay, now if you just see from the mean position here, the link OD and link BC are parallel with each other. At the same time, the link AB is perpendicular to this OA as well as this one BC. Now if we consider the D is the midpoint on link AB, such that here dA by dB is nothing but BC, this one BC divided by OA. Okay, then for the small oscillations of OA and BC, the D will trace an approximate straight line. Now if you just see from the configuration given here, the three different positions in which the path D trace the approximate straight line. Now if you just focus here, if I give the displacement for this link BC in upward direction, the D will start displace from its mean position to a next position, that is at D1. At the same time, B will displace from its original position to a next position. Okay, now at the same time, the A will shifted towards its new position, that is at A dash. In this way, you can get the displacement of whole mechanism extreme towards the upward direction. Again, that mechanism comes at the middle position, that is OA. This A dash will come back to its A position, D dash. From that D point will come from that D dash to D. At the same time, the B will comes at its original position from this B dash point to B point. Now slowly, when the displacement is given for this one OA link in opposite direction of this one, the displacement of A point will take place from this A to A double dash. At the same time, D is shifted to D double dash. At the same time, B is shifted to B double dash. So in this way, you can get the next position. Okay, next position for the same mechanism. Now if you look at if you focus on the middle position, the D will start to move from this D dash to D, and next to this one D to D double dash. In this way, you can get the approximate straight line by this D point. So this is nothing but the Watt's straight line generating mechanism. So let us discuss about this Grasshopper's mechanism. So Grasshopper's mechanism is basically a modification of modified Scott-Russell mechanism. First of all, we'll see what's about this Scott-Russell mechanism. Scott-Russell mechanism consists of this one red link with us, another link is here, and at the end of this one slider is attached. Now if you focus on this one, when the input motion given for this red link, the displacement of this slider takes place on this one on this axis. At the same time, if you focus at the end point of this one, this will start moves in a straight line. Okay, now what's about the modified Scott-Russell mechanism? This is the original Scott-Russell mechanism. Modification is done in the original Scott-Russell mechanism. This link is extended up to here, and for the smaller displacement of this one, this will start moves approximately in straight line. If you just focus towards the left side of this one, Now, what's about the modification done in Grasshopper's mechanism or in case of the modified Scott-Russell mechanism so that we can get the Grasshopper's mechanism? If you look, just focus on this slider and just focus on this one. The slider here replaced by this mechanism or this link. One extra link is attached at the place of that slider. Now, if you just see in case of the Scott-Russell and modified Scott-Russell mechanism, the slider is used in that mechanism, but here the slider is replaced by the turning pair. Okay, now if you just see here, the turning pair formed between this one OA, another link is here, and at the end of this one, if you just see in place of this slider, one link is attached. Okay, so for the smaller displacement of this link, the end point will start moves in upward direction or in the downward direction. Now if you just say the discussion given here, in the mean position, the turning pair, this one turning pair DC, DC is perpendicular to this one OC. The turning pair DC is pin jointed at point this one D, which is fixed. For the smaller angular moment of this one CD on each side from the mean position. Okay, if I consider this is nothing but the mean position, so the this one A1 will come at A, at the same time B will remains at the B point. So whenever the displacement is given from for this link CD towards the left side, automatically the displacement of this A point start from A to A1. At the same time, the B will start its movement in upward direction, okay, and reach at the point B1. At the same time, in the reverse direction, if I give the moment, then whole mechanism is shifted towards the another side. Okay, in this way, if you just focus on the B point, the path followed by this B point is nothing but the approximate straight line path. Okay, now in this case, the point B will move again in an approximate straight line perpendicular to this one OC. If AC is the mean proportionate between here, this one AC is nothing but is the mean proportionate between the OA and AB. So AB is here, OA is here. Okay, now we can get here a ratio like this one, OA by AC equals to AC by this one AB. Now in the mean position by D, here is the D point, D, C, A, O, B, whereas the two extreme positions, so if I consider the displacement in upper side, then O, C1, O, this one, D, C1, O, A1, B1. In this way, you can get the displacement towards the upper side. At the same time, you can get the displacement of the whole mechanism in the downward direction when we consider the points such as D, C2, here O, A2 and B2 in this way. Okay. Now, for the displaced position, if you just observe the motion or path followed by this B point, here we can get the approximate straight line. Let us start with the next one, T-Chebyshev mechanism or Chebyshev mechanism. So in this case, this diagram shows the Chebyshev mechanism. It consists of four links, namely this one OC, then CD, then AD and OA. The link OA is fixed. The links OC, this link OC and AD are equal and cross. So B point is the midpoint of CD. The point B is tracing point. Okay. The proportions of the links are such that the B, C and D lie on a vertical line when the extreme position, that is when directly above the A or above the B. If I just say the extreme position of this one, when the displacement is given for this whole mechanism, the D is shifted towards here D1, B is shifted towards B1, C is shifted towards the C1. If you observe this one, these points C1, B1, D1 are at the same line. At the same time, if I give the displacement in another side by considering the B2 as suffix, then we can get the D2, then B2 and C2, etc. Okay, that actually above of A point. The mean position is shown by here, the mean position with us A, here the A, D, C and O. In this we can get the mean position. Okay, whereas the extreme positions already are discussed about that A, D1, then C1 and O. In this way I can get the extreme position. Now if you just say the locus of the point B is the straight line path, the straight line or parallel to this one OA. The proportions of the links are calculated as given below. Let us consider the length for this CD is nothing but the 1 or unit length OC. Here is the OC. OC equals to this one AD. We'll just consider this one OC and AD must be equals to unit length. At the same time, just consider the length OA is nothing but the Y unit of the length. Now when the link CD is on extreme left position, let us consider the link CD on the extreme position. Okay, so C will shifted towards this C1, at the same time D is shifted towards the D1. Okay, now CE is perpendicular. Here the CE, let us consider the from the construction of this one, C is perpendicular to this OA. Now from this triangle here is the A point, OA D1. From this OA D1 can write AO by using the Pythagoras theorem. We can simply write this one A D1 square equals to this one AO square plus O D1 square. Okay, now just see the 1 by 1 terms here. So what's about this OD1? OD1 is nothing but the OC1 minus this CD1. Okay, so in this way we can get the OD1. So what's about this OC1? OC1 here the O point. Okay, here is the OC is here and OC1 is here. Okay, the same link moves in a circular way, means length for this one OC and CD is the same. Okay, that's why since here OC1 equals to OC, we are considered for that as X. Okay, and here C1 D1 and D1 okay is nothing but here CD, the length for this one, displaced length of this one and this one, because of the circular path followed by both these points, the length for this C1 D1 and length for this one CD is whatever we are considered here, unit length. Okay, so C1 D1 equals to CD equals to 1. So we can get this one OD1 equals to X minus 1 from this relation. We know this one OC is nothing but X and CD we are considered here as unit length. So you can get the OD1 equals to X minus 1. Okay, similarly if you just say OA, for that already I considered OA is nothing but the Y. And what's about this AD1? If you look towards the left side of the relation written by us here, what's about the AD1? AD1 is nothing but the AD1 D1 is here. Okay, AD1 is nothing but the AD. Okay, because the same actually link moves towards the next point. Okay, so AD1 is nothing but the AD. For that we are already considered as X. Okay, now proceed for the further part. Now before that, if you just say this ray diagram or animated diagram will gives you a clear idea about this one, how the middle point B will traces the straight line. Okay, so if you just here for the extreme displacement of this one, if you just focus on the middle point of the red line, you can come to know that the B will traces a straight line path. Okay, for either the moment of this B towards the left side or either the moment of this B towards the right side. Okay, now substitute the value for this one. OD1 as X minus 1, then OA as equals to Y, and this term into this relation. Okay, So what's about this AD1 square? AD1 square is nothing but x. Okay, here x square. So what's about the AO? AO already with us y, and this OD1 is nothing but here x minus 1. So in this way I can write that relation. Okay, after that expand this term, x minus 1 whole bracket square is here. Just expand this term, x square plus 1 minus 2 into x. This term will come. So what's about the next one? Next one is nothing but here x square get cancelled, and whatever the remaining terms, just write it here. So in this way you can get, just take this term towards the left side of this one. So we can get 2x minus 1 equals to y square. So what's about the x? X is nothing but the y square plus 1 divided by 2. In this way I can get the relation between that x and y. Now let us consider the next triangle. Let us consider this triangle OCE and apply the Pythagoras theorem in this triangle also. So what's about the OC square? OC square is nothing but C square plus OE square. So what's about this OC? From the diagram, OE is nothing but, so what's about this OE? Sorry, OC. So what's about this OC? For this OC already are considered as x length. Okay. So here CE is nothing but the, what's about the CE? If you just see here CE with us, just go through the diagram. CE is nothing but this length. Okay, so this length we can get CE. So here CE is nothing but the B1O. So this is nothing but the B1O. So what's about the B1O? B1O is nothing but the total length OC minus this small length. Okay, same actually this one written here. B1O is nothing but the C1O minus this one C1B1. C1B1. At the same time, if you just see C1O is nothing but the CO, and C1 is nothing but the BC. Okay. Now, what's about C? For that, already we know the CO is nothing but the X, and what's about this BC? So this BC is nothing but the half of CD. BC is nothing but the half of CD. Okay. In this way, just proceed for the next one. Here the CD is nothing but the unit length we have considered. So you can simply write here x is nothing but the half. So what's about this OE? Just focus on this one. Right now we are just doing the analysis for this one, OC, then OE, then CE. Okay. So already here OC we get in terms of x, then CE already in front of you. So what's about this OE? OE from the diagram. OE, this OE is nothing but the total length with us OA minus this one EA. Already written here. So what's about this EA? EA is nothing but the CB2. So what's about this CB2? CB2 is nothing but BB2 minus BC. CB2 is nothing but the BB2. Here you just see here BB2 minus here BC. If I write this in this way, here clearly written BB2 minus BC is nothing but here CB2. Okay. Now just proceed for the next one, OA minus BB2 minus BC. So what do we get here? Here we know the OA. What's about the length OA? We have assumed OA is nothing but the Y. OA is nothing but the Y minus what's about this CB2? CB2 is nothing but the BB2 minus BC. So what's about the BB2? BB2, if you look to us here, BB2. For that, if you just see the total length we are considered as Y. So what's about the half of this one? Half of this one is nothing but the Y by 2. So here Y by 2 is written minus next one BC. What's about the BC? BC is nothing but total length with us is nothing but the unit length. So half of this one is nothing but the half of that one is nothing but the here 1/2. Now just proceed for the next one, y minus y by 2 minus this one, 1 by 2. So minus minus becomes here plus, and y minus y by 2 is nothing but the y by 2 plus 1 half. Now substitute the value of OC, CE, OE in equation number previous one. Equation number 3, just substitute all the values and we can just proceed for the next one. Here the first part, OC is nothing but OC, here the OC is nothing but the x, then CE is nothing but x minus half, then OE is nothing but next part OE already we have analyzed for the same. Just substitute all the terms here. We can get this term in this way, x square equals to y by 2 plus half of this one, 2 whole bracket square plus x minus 1 half whole bracket square. Okay, now expand this term. So expansion of this one, y square divided by 4 plus 1 4 plus y by 2 will come for this one, plus next one x square plus 1 by 4 minus minus x will come here. Okay, then next one. Now simply just solve this, y square plus, if you just see towards the left side and right side, x square term is there, so x square get cancelled. What's about the next part? So y square by 4 plus 1 by 4 plus y by 2 plus 1 by 4, already this x square get cancelled, minus x is here. Now just get the value for the x. Value for the x is nothing but here 1 by 4, and 1 by 4 is nothing but the half. And what's about the remaining one? Y square by 4 plus y by 2 plus 1 half. So in this way you can get the value for the x. So from equation number 2 and equation number 4, here is the equation number 4 and here is the equation number 2. So the left side of both the equation is same, equate the right side. So y square plus 1 divided by 2 equals to y square by 4 plus y by 2 plus 1 half. Okay, this term will come here like this one. Now just solve this for the y. So you can get the value for the y as 2. Now substitute the value of y as 2 in equation number 4 or equation number 2. If I substitute the value for y as 2 into this equation, so y square means here 2 square plus 1 divided by 2 is nothing but the 5 by 2, and we can get the value for x as 2.5. Now if you just say whatever the whatever the terms we have assumed, CD as to OA as to OC, we can get that terms in this proportion, 1 as to 2 as to 2.5. If the links CD, this one CD, OA and OC are made in the ratio of 1, 2 and 2.5 respectively, then the point B will move in a horizontal straight line parallel to OA. So this one, the point B will move in a horizontal way in the straight line. Okay, I hope this actually clear to you, more clear to you if you just focus on the animation given towards the left side of this one. I hope that in the today's lecture whatever the points we have discussed clear to you. Thank you.